welcome to On Today's Ride. Welcome to Vietnam. I'm back in what I like to call my second home. So I'm in Danang City, where I've spent a lot of time in the past. The sun is back, having not been around for a few days. I've also been a bit sick, so let's get out and we're going to go for a ride down the beautiful Sugarcane Valley. But first, breakfast. So we're looking for the little vegan noodle store. Here she is, Khun Chai, Azida Fat. Have a look at Teshra. All set up for business. Park the bike. Xin chào. Mi Quang Chai, so Mi Quang noodles, which are the big sort of fatter noodles, a little bit like Pad See Ew in Thailand. This is vegan version, so we've got peanuts, we've got mock meats, we've got fresh herbs, we've got fresh salad, we've got fresh limes and chilies, little crackers. Fantastic, all of that for 20k. That'll keep me going for a few hours, so we'll get this down this and back on the road. There we go. Hi Mui. Come on. 20,000 dong. What you'd have to call a bargain. 20,000 dong is about 65 pence in English money. Not even a dollar. Look both ways again, across the road. Yeah, Joe put me onto that place. Fantastic. If you like Mi Quang Chai, 20k, Joe back me an. A smile is extra, as they say. Joe said he's been going there for years, taking friends. He's never had more than the price of the meal out of her, but anyway, she puts all her love into the Mi Quang. I call this street Bauhinia Street because of all the beautiful Bauhinia trees which are in their pomp right now. Beautiful purple flowers, and this street is lined with them on both sides. They have got a Viet name, which I forget. You do get them in Chiang Mai as well, but Danang is awash with Bauhinias. Yeah, we're going to ride the Nok Mia Road. I'll explain what that is in a minute, but we got to get there, and that means going through town. So I'm going to cut up Pham Kua Long and then over the iconic Dragon Bridge, and then we've got one little task to do in town before we get onto the ride proper. Up and over Dragon Bridge. Looking up the Han River and down, and we're crossing over to what's called City Side into the main city, where I used to stay actually. Much less touristy, less expatty, much more Viet. Along the river for the city side people is basically like the beaches for us beachside dwellers. So in the mornings and evenings it's a hive of activity, people doing exercise and sport and walking and running and cycling and hanging out. Try not to take out this gang of Indian tourists. And then at night there are river cruises going up and down the river, brightly coloured, music blaring out. Not something I'd ever want to do myself, but an interesting cultural phenomenon to observe. Now we're going to cut through Cho Han Market, and we're going to the Opticians. Nice to see they're starting to spruce up the city proper now. New pavements, new roads back there, in process here, so a bit of a mess, a lot of a mess. Good time for a gravel bike. And they've been spraying. Oh, slippery bit of sand. Nearly had me. And they're spraying down the roads as well, which I'm going to try and avoid. Keep my bike clean. Wang Optics. So this is my Opticians. I don't even have an Opticians in the UK anymore. I always buy glasses, spectacle stuff here. Contact lens is different, but I'm getting some new lenses made for my glasses. £55, and they're multifocal, so I think that's a pretty good deal. Anyway, I've got to drop my specs off. She's going to fit them. We'll go for a ride and then pick them up later. Danang train station. Last time I was in here was May 2021, when I'd been living in Vietnam for 1.5 years during COVID, and saw the winds of change are coming and knew it was time to get the hell out of Dodge. And I got on the first train out of town, headed to Saigon, and went back to the UK and missed 3 months of very hard lockdown. Up until that point, Vietnam had been a great home for COVID. Anyway, for the future, I'm going to be back here, I think, in a few weeks. Plans are brewing. That's all I'm going to say for now. Over the railway tracks. And we're heading for the North Coast Road, the North Beach Road. A little bit more town to get through, not a lot. Plan for today, we're going to go and ride what I call the Nok Mia Road in the Mia Valley. It's actually Hoa Bac is its Viet name, but I've always called it the Nok Mia Road. And that seems to have stuck amongst cyclists. Everyone now calls it the Nok Mia Road. Nok Mia, if you remember, means sugarcane juice, and Mia is the sugarcane. Mia Valley, I call it, because it is full of sugarcane. It's where it all grows. Sugarcane juice, I'm an absolute fan of, love it. Just pure good energy. Do I need to remind you what I've said before? Sugarcane juice, although it's pure sugar, is raw sugar and very good for you, full of antioxidants, and even good for diabetes, they say. It's certainly good for cycling. It saved our bacon a number of times. Looking back onto Soncha, Monkey Mountain. Yeah, so we'll ride down the Mia Valley. It's a little bit early for Mia. It needs a bit of sun to really sort of ripen, but I do know a lady who will be able to sell me some. So, as if I'm buying something illicit. Hey, psst, got any Nok Mia? Got the good shit? I think I got this on film last time, a temple boat. There's two there I know of. The other one's on Cam Kim, and I was there yesterday, funnily enough, but this is one, I think, a sort of temple for the fishermen. And Danang is very much a fishing city. The ride itself is about 100k, nothing major. One climb at the end, quite an atmospheric one, I like it. It goes up and over the tunnel of the highway. But until that point, we're sort of riding down the Mia Valley and the newly extended road that they paved last year. And the joy of it is just beautiful. The Mia Valley is one of the most beautiful rides around Danang, I think. It's pretty easy, you can race it if you want it, but we're going to be taking it fairly easy. We've got a few more K to do along the coast, up and over the bridge. May see the train going by, and then we'll turn off onto the Nok Mia Road. That's the railway bridge. The train just came over. Now we're looking up the Song Kuzay, the main river. Love these fishing nets. Never actually seen them in action. They're always raised up, but I guess they drop them overnight, catch the fish, and then raise them in the morning. And we're headed down this valley. So this is the Mia Valley down here. These hills are the Hai Van hills, the Dea Hai Van Pass up that way, which I have made a film of. Might do another one while we're here. But for now, we're going to backtrack, go the wrong way down the main road, classic Vietnam cycling, and then turn off into the Nok Mia Road. Conditions out. Well, it was lovely blue skies. It's gone a little bit cloudy this end of town, but it is what it is. I don't think it's going to rain. We are very much coming to the end of the rainy season here. It is about 24, 25 degrees, so temperature's good. A little bit humid, but nothing major. February, it's a changeable month. It's the end of the rainy season. Can get a few wet days. This year it seems to have gone a little bit longer, but fortunately, fortunately I timed my sickness well. I had a horrible cold this week, but it was when the weather was bad, so I took a few days off and chilled. Now I'm coming back, a little bit of a cough still, probably sound a bit blocked, but all good and ready for the ensuing good weather. March is consistently, I would say, the best month to be in Danang. April also good, starting to get a little bit toastier, and by May, whoo, can already be hot. Yeah, I don't think it's going to rain. There's a little bit of cloud up on the hills, you can see in the distance, but otherwise it's fine. Rice fields, we'll get into the actual sugarcane fields in a bit. I'll get some footage of that, and then hopefully we can stop for a juice. For some bizarre reason they made this hedge last year on this corner, and it has one of the best views in the Sugarcane Valley. I cannot think of any reason why they did it, but we should be able to still get a view from the end, or we'll have to stand up on the fence and look over the hedge. I think from here, fortunately a bit of the hedge died, so we should be able to get a bit of a view, but it is lovely looking up the river. See the church in the background, and then heading into Bakma National Park, where we used to be able to ride until they completed the highway that had been under construction for years, and then it's now no longer allowed for cyclists or motorbikes. But when we could ride it, it was one of the best rides around. More sugarcane, and here should be sugarcane juice. So what we need to look for is cut stalks of sugarcane. I can already see the waste, so we're in luck. And there's the Mia. There we go, into the machine. Whereas Mr. Nukmir out here, they're skinning the Mia on this. Yeah, so they pass it through. There we go. Ready for juicing. Now, the other reason I come in here is she had a pregnant cat last time. So I'll see if I can ask her about that. See where Mama Cat is. Here it is, glass of goodness. It's got to be nearly a litre in there. I forgot to say no straw. I can say no straw in Viet. I've probably talked about this before, but whether they then give me a straw or not is another matter. Whether they understand my Viet is the first thing. But anyway, I forgot to say. So there's the fruit in there. Calamansi. See, it's like an orange fruited but very sour little fruit. Adds a nice twist. And then she brought me salt as well, so I can add salt, which is probably not a bad idea on a sort of slightly humid day like this. I'm certainly sweating out salt. So anyway, get into my big glass of Nukmir, 10k, so 30p. So good. 10,000 dong. Yeah. We. Come on. No sign of the cat, unfortunately. I'll have to come back for more Nukmir, see if I can see Mother Cat. I'm hoping she's had her kittens, and then we can get to see the kittens. Anyway, there's some Mia growing very close to the road. Oh, that's the church. Fellow cyclist. Not sure that was someone I knew even. Anyway, so we're just coming now into the prettiest part of the ride, I think, into the rice fields just around the corner here. I'm very proudly wearing my Viet jersey, which I forgot to bring last year. I love this jersey. I love the brightness of it. I love the Viet flag, of course, one of the most iconic flags in my opinion. and it was also super cheap, but also not very durable. Joe bought one as well, and his has fallen apart. But I'm only going to use mine really when I'm in Vietnam. But now, into the beauty of the rice fields. Pretty little coffee shop in the rice fields. And now we head over the Red Bridge and then onto the extension of the Nuoc Mea Road. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Well, the Lord tooketh away our highway ride, which went all the way to Hue, one of the classics, but he gave us a newly paved road, which was just a dirt road to the villages alongside the lovely river here, the Song Khu Ze, and beautiful views into Bac Ma National Park. So yeah, we can follow this for a way, and then nice little climb at the end. And I even saw a brand new spur off this road, a new bit of road and a bridge, and I think that might loop back round to the Mea Valley, so the Mea Valley Road. So we might be able to make a little loop of it. We'll explore that on the way back. Here starteth the climb. So the main road goes into a tunnel here, which we used to ride through. The now climb goes up and zigzags and goes around the side of the mountain. It's not long, but it's a little bit steep for a while. And as with all climbs, if you go hard, it is hard. I'm not planning to go super hard, but let's see how it is. May not be the longest climb, but it's certainly a pretty one. Up and up, still 1.5k to go. It's always a bit longer than you remember this. Those hairpins at the beginning are sort of the most dramatic bit, but still drags on for a while. 11%. There used to be a great view all the way up that valley, looking west into Bac Ma, but the little trees that they must have cut down to make the road have all grown back. So there's no view on this part anymore. Real shame. But as ever, it is what it is, unless you bring a chainsaw up. And over this lip, that's the end of the climb. Nice one. 2k at about 10 or 11%, so as I say, if you go hard on it, it's hard. Now it drops down this side, and the road did go on for a little bit. I'm not going to go and explore it today. I'm going to keep that for another day. I might go up there with Joseph and just see if it goes any further than it used to. Here's the new road and bridge. Let's go check it out. Very new. Over the wonderfully named Baobang Bridge. So over a second spur of the river, and then, well, there's roads going left and right, new roads everywhere you look. I suspect left doesn't really go anywhere. Yeah, look, it already becomes quite gritty and dirty, just a little cement road, but we're going to go right and see if we can link up to where we came from. And as predicted, we're back out onto the Nunkmere Road. So yeah, nice little addition at the end. Some sort of sound check going on. Well, that was the Nunkmere Road. Now we're going to ride back along the Nunkmere Road, back into town, get some lunch, and that'll be me done for this part of the day. Got a feeling there may be a group beer ride on later. Anyway, I don't think I'll be filming that one. Back into town. Might stop for another Nunkmere, might stop just to check on the kittens. Potential kittens. I saw the mama cat. She's still pregnant, hasn't had her babies, but she was very scared of me this time. I don't know if it's the red jersey or the cycling outfit, and ran away. Last time she was just sitting in my lap like this. Oh well, we'll keep an eye on her, see if she has her kittens while I'm here, and yeah, it'd be nice to see those when they come. Right, back along the Mere Road, back into town, back through the chaos, and a bite to eat, I think. So there's another train coming. Minutes away from some good grub. We're going to go and eat, or try to eat, Komgar chai. So Komgar is a classic Danang dish, chicken and rice, but we're going for chai version. We've just got to hope she's got some in. Komgar, come in. We're in luck. One Komgar coming, and here it is, Komgar. So it's some sort of gluten, you know, fake meat, but it does taste like chicken to me, with onions, yellow rice, white rice, yellow rice, a few bits of other pieces. Unfortunately, got loads of Thai basil in. I don't like Thai basil, which I can tell you is not a good thing to not like in Southeast Asia, so I pick it out. But I still love this dish. Anyway, I'm going to tuck into this, and then last couple of K home. And that's it. Superb lunch, superb ride. I love that ride. That road is just, it's so pretty. So many good viewpoints, places to stop for juices, cats. Very little traffic. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that one. Next week, which is actually I think going to be tomorrow, we're back to an old favourite, the wall. And we're home. Sansan Hotel. Right straight in.